Good morning and welcome back to my channel, and also to, well, when you see this, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween! But today is the day before Halloween and I am without a Halloween costume. Shocker, guys. I do everything last minute, especially now that I have a kid. Everything is literally last minute. It would not be a surprise to me if I pulled together our Halloween costumes on November 1st. But today I'm going to attempt, without any childcare help or assistance, to mom and get our Halloween costumes together. This year, it's obviously our first year with our baby, and we're like, let's do a family costume. Again, I've got less than 24 hours to pull this together, but we decided we want to be Jurassic Park for our first year as mom and dad with baby. Sweet baby Annie makes crazy sounds that sound like a dinosaur, and so it's only appropriate that she's a dinosaur and we're the characters of Jurassic Park. So today I'm gonna see if we can pull together our costumes out of stuff that we have here at our house. Maybe, possibly. I Googled quickly the characters of Jurassic Park because I can't remember anything. Another shocker, I have a terrible memory. But here are the characters that most people dress up for, or dress up as. And in theory, I would be the lady character, but I don't have any shorts or a pink top. I was like planning on like threading up or going to the thrift store to do it, and like here we are yet again without anything in hand. So I'm thinking that's not going to work for me, but I do feel like I can dress like this guy. I have a white jumpsuit that surely won't fit me, but I'm going to try it on and see if I can squeeze into it, and maybe a hat. And Jeff can dress as this guy. I don't remember any of their names. Shocker, I can't remember anything. Mostly names. Anyone else? I'm like terrible with names. It's a huge fault of mine. Like I can't remember anyone's name. Anyhow, and I think Jeff has enough pieces to kind of match this. And then we did rent, and I talked about this a while ago, there's a company called Rent-A-Romper, which is basically like a rental service for clothes, but for babies. And they had a Halloween costume, and they did have a dinosaur costume, and I rented it a long time ago. That was the one thing I got on top of. But now I'm thinking Annie probably won't fit in it because she's growing so much. So I will pull that out shortly, and we will have to try it on her and make sure that she still fits. Because if she doesn't fit into that, then we gotta like reinvent the family costume altogether. So, you know, it's very important for that 15 minutes that we do a lap around our block to trick or treat. You know what I mean? We must get our costumes together for this big event. Okay, the gal is asleep, so we have a few minutes here to review this costume situation. Speaking of which, I'm going to use my newly rental bag that just came to the front door as a tripod, and stay tuned, y'all. I haven't done a newly try on. I haven't rented any clothes for quite some time. Gosh, probably about 4 months. Time, what is time? And so I think that'll be the next video, so stay tuned for that. But Rent-A-Romper is like the little baby version of it. I've talked about it before, not sponsored, although they did give me a gift card to use for this. And they didn't have that many costumes available, which is why we ended up doing Jurassic Park, because the one costume in her size that was available was a dinosaur, and I was like, okay, perfect, that'll do. And here it is. It's really cute. This little fleece material, which it's now getting a little bit colder here, so this should be fine. It's 0 to 3, but it definitely looks big enough for her. It's so cute. I love that it has this option to do the little mitts so she doesn't scratch herself, and also on the bottom. Yeah, I think this is going to be perfect. My viewfinder keeps flipping upside down and it's so confusing. So sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder. Okay, so let's do a little bit of research on our characters here. All right, John Hammond is the paleontologist that I think I'm going to end up being. He wears a straw hat with a white stripe on it, and then a white top and white pants, and glasses. I have a straw hat. It has a black stripe on it, but that's just gonna have to do. And like I said, I have a white romper, like jumper, one piece that I wore the day after my wedding from Show Me Your Moo Moo. It is an extra small white tight jumpsuit. Nothing I want to put on more postpartum than a tight white jumpsuit from my wedding. We'll see how that goes, but that I think is doable. And I have glasses. The other character is this Dr. Ellie Sattler, who wears khaki shorts, a pink button-up, like tied up, and a blue tank under, and a little Jurassic Park like visitor patch. I'm trying to think if I can make these shorts. This would have been such an easy costume for me to get, but you know what? I dragged my feet, and so now we must suffer the consequences. And the consequences are squeezing into a white jumpsuit. The worst thing too is that Courtney had a dinosaur outfit at one point, a costume, but then she got a little too chubby for it, so I gave it away. Her and I both too chubby for our Halloween costumes. Maybe Courtney and I should be something, and then Annie and Jeff could be something. Also, at one point, Jeff and I both had dinosaur onesies, and we gave them away. I didn't think ahead to the fact that I might have a child one day and I might need to dress up like a dinosaur, you know? That's how hoarding begins, guys. That's how hoarding begins. By the way, random, having nothing to do with anything, but Hello Bello just filed for bankruptcy, and that's like the diaper fund that I have that you guys have so generously donated to. So I'm like, oh my God, first of all, thank you. I need to take that link out of my description. That will no longer be active. I don't want anyone to waste their money. But secondly, I still have a little bit left because you guys, again, so very generous. So I need to like cash out and buy like I needed to like get all the diapers now. You didn't need to know that, but I just thought it was fascinating that they went bankrupt. People have been complaining about their diapers. I personally think that their diapers are great. We haven't had any issues. I think Annie peed on me twice. But honestly, I think that was my problem. Like, I didn't diaper her too well. Sometimes I get sloppy with the diaper and I slap him on too fast, or like her legs are so strong that she's like, it's hard to like get the diapers in between her little strong thighs. And so 2 times I've been holding her and she like literally peed on me. But no fault to the diaper. Hello Bello, I'm so sorry to see you go. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bello. It didn't work. It didn't work. That's why they went bankrupt. Okay, this is the unfortunate situation that has happened. Jeff, I was too last minute about our Halloween costumes.
That's your Jurassic Park outfit?
Okay, hold on.
That's your Jurassic Park
Listen,
outfit?
Let me just give you a little bit of a look here. I need you to film.
Is the reboot starring Jennifer Lopez?
No, just listen. First of all, it's too tight on me.
Well, there's no such thing.
Okay, this is as good as I'm going to be able to achieve. What do you think? It's the unfortunate situation is that this is the only white outfit that I have, and it's very tight on me. And you know, wearing something skin tight in general is difficult, but postpartum is awful, and also white is really horrendous. But honestly, this is what I get for waiting last minute.
You were supposed to go as Dr. Ellie Sattler.
I know, but
it was going to be, I was going to be Dr. Grant, Kiddo was going to be a dinosaur, and you were going to be Dr. Ellie Sattler. You went completely rogue and did sexy John Hammond?
Are you mad about it?
I mean, not really, but like no communication. You went sexy John Hammond?
I mean, postpartum John Hammond.
You went sexy John Hammond.
All I could pull together.
Did you spare no expense?
I literally spared no expense.
I mean, the communication.
Jeff, listen, did you want me to
Turn around. Show that dumpy.
Oh, my dumpy looks very dumpy.
Yes. Okay. I'm not mad about it. It's just so ridiculous and so perfectly you that you would just never say anything to me after we both agreed on a costume.
Because your hands go like this.
It's classic Lisa move that there was no communication. We had agreed in totality that we were going to be Dr. Grant, Ellie Sattler, and a dinosaur. And you just up and do sexy John Hammond and never say anything to anybody.
I'm telling you now.
I mean, it's fine. It's just, there's no synergy with Dr. Grant and sexy John Hammond. Where's the synergy?
Jeff.
John Hammond doesn't hang out with the dinosaurs. He just bankrolls this shit. And that thing doesn't even have amber on it. It has a rabbit head. It just happens to be a pimp cane that we bought. Show the people your amber cane. Just a cane.
Okay.
Sexy John Hammond.
But listen, honestly, considering the fact that I haven't had a moment to breathe, and I can't breathe currently, not bad, right?
Not bad for a costume that nobody thought you were going to be and that we didn't agree on. Sure.
At least it's Jurassic Park.
At least it's that. You could have always done the costume that we said, but I guess there's this. This is not anything John Hammond ever did. You need a beard. You need a white beard and white hair if you want to pull off John Hammond.
We're literally not doing anything for Halloween. This is our
You
Halloween.
need a white beard.
What difference
You
does
need
it
a beard.
Excuse me, Jeff. Let me just tell you guys something. Jeff didn't buy khaki pants. He's gonna wear brown pants.
Brown is khaki.
So if you're wearing brown pants, I can be sexy John Ham.
John Hamm.
Okay, Jeff, new idea.
Hope the internet sees you doing all the fathering and parenting while this goes on.
You do fantastic fathering and parenting. I love you so much. Okay, so since Corny doesn't have a costume, why don't we do this? Why don't we go rogue all together? And let's be Ghostbusters.
Like we were last year?
And then Annie could either be a ghost and we could just
Throw a sheet over?
throw the sheet over her. Or she could be the Marshmallow Man because we have that little puff suit.
Which looks pink, not white, is woolly,
Jeff, since
not
when did you take
marshmallow.
Halloween so seriously? You were being so by the book with this.
Someone's got to keep this train on the track.
Jeff, I hate to inform you, but I'm going to have to be that sexy thing in the white outfit.
Get a white beard and fix that cane, and then we'll talk.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Yeah, get to it.
I mean, listen, guys, maybe we should start planning our Halloween costume for next year right now, and
Maybe
then...
we had a plan, and that's not the issue. We had a plan, and you just decided to...
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you.
Suck it, and then you did your own plan. The plan wasn't the issue.
I'm going to be honest with you. I just didn't want to purchase khaki shorts. You know, I was okay with maybe like purchasing and buying like a pink button up, but the idea of one wearing...
Congratulations, now you look like Jenny from the block, or a Miami thought. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's Dr. Alan Grant, paleontologist, and 55-year-old Miami lady on a cruise. That's our Halloween.
Okay, but honestly, more important than the Halloween costume is the fact that I kind of still fit in this white outfit.
That's what's most important about this, for sure.
Jeff, what is your favorite Halloween costume of all time that you've been?
One year I went as the Kool-Aid Man in college, and I just busted through doors screaming, "Oh yeah," and pouring people punch.
That's a throwback, and I don't know if everyone's going to know what that is, but I really appreciate that.
People
You
don't
did
know
that.
the Kool-Aid Man?
I don't think the Kool-Aid Man's around anymore.
Oh
Is he?
yeah.
What did you wear?
A very ill-conceived, like, chicken wire, like, red cellophane. It was a garbage thing. It was
Well, you made
basically... halfway through the night, it was just drunk me screaming, "Oh yeah," and making people drink. It was basically it.
That sounds about right. One year, my girlfriends and I were all the Beatles, and we were real cute.
Were the three of them the Beatles, and then you were just a friggin' sexy mouse for some reason because you just went rogue?
Listen,
John, Paul, Ringo, and Sex Mouse?
a few things is that I appreciate that you take this so seriously, but I also appreciate that you keep calling me sexy. Thank you.
I do think your John Hammond outfit, no matter how off theme it is, does look good. Like I said, you look like you're a divorcee in Miami, ready to get her groove back, which is what people think of when they think of Jurassic Park.
Okay, not mad about it.
I'm furious about it.
My other plan is I could just always be Charlie Brown.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Dr. Alan Grant, paleontologist, and Charlie Brown.
It's like if Charlie Brown went to Jurassic Park.
Asked nobody ever.
Okay, so Tracy and I are working on a show pitch right now, and it's very common when you do a show pitch to be like, this show, like when you're explaining it, after you explain it, you're like, this show meets this show, as like, you know, like a mashup, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Counting formula.
Okay, but you have to hear this.
I can do both.
Okay, so I had like texted with Tracy and I was like, oh, I think we should do blank meets blank. And she's like, wait, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, you mean like Seinfeld meets The Walking Dead? And I went, yeah, it's a show about nothing, but with zombies. You know what I mean? Jeff, I need you as my audience.
Jurassic Park meets Charlie Brown, because if that's the case, I pass.
I am. Okay.
Do you want to finish choking?
I've been choking for the last 5 minutes. I have some words.
Okay.
Okay, so barely get the Halloween costume put together, as you know. A lot of people told me to watch Zoella's channel. She changed her channel name to Zoe Snug or Sug or something. Anyways, haven't checked her out for a long time. This is all to say, I briefly passed over it. She's embarrassed. I briefly passed over it. Jeff, this is important.
This is the greatest Zoom ever. You're going to say everything you just said after the Zoom.
Okay, keep
Put
going.
the whole thing in.
Look at that steady hand.
Put all the content.
Aww. Aww.
Put the whole Zoom
I
in.
love her.
We're almost done.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so anyways, I was briefly checking out Zoe's channel. And by briefly, I was watching it on silent because I tend to do that and I just read the closed captions. Don't ask me why, it's just something that I do. Anyways, I noticed that she's pregnant. I don't know if this is like up to date. I could have been watching an old video, but she also has like a kid. Her videos are so aesthetically pleasing. I know that they always have been, but they're so like well put together.
And this isn't?
Listen, they're so aesthetically pleasing. And she's doing all this like activity, like, oh, we decorated the front of our house for fall. Oh, we're making cookies with our child. I can't do a damn thing. How does anyone have a kid and do that?
A lot of our day is spent with depression and anxiety. A good 5 to 6 hours. If you don't have that, you could probably conquer the world.
I mean, I suppose so, but like I can't even like fold the laundry. How am I going to aesthetically edit together a video? Not like I did that before I had a kid, but I'm just saying.
Some people are just meant to be messes.
This is a real life messy channel.
You know what the kids call it? There's a new word for dumpies. I know it. Do you want to know it?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
No.
Do you want to act like you know it or guess because you're young and cool?
Tush.
It's called a gyat.
A gyat?
G-Y-A-T-T. You got a gyat.
No, these. How do you have time to figure this stuff?
You know why they call it a gyat?
Why?
Because gyat damn!
All right, y'all, we've got to the point of the day where Jeff and I are questioning every choice we ever made in our life. And it's only Monday and it's 12 o'clock. We're doing great. We're doing great.
This is why we don't have aesthetic Halloween decorations. How often daily do you think most people question everything? You know? It takes time and effort to question everything if you really want to question it.
Yeah. Look at our commitment to questioning our life. We got to give ourselves a cheers to that. We're committed.
Cheers, show my Celsius drawer. This is how I parent. Everyone always asks me, I thought you'd be more tired being a new dad. This is why. That's how I do it.
Also, we're doing a fridge tour now, but
Celsius.
this is also how we parent. We're doing great, guys. Doing great. If you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure that you do, because if we pull together Halloween costume, we will certainly post it on there. Chances are looking a little bit slim, but we're gonna try.
I took care of my portion of this.
Oh yeah? Let's see your costume.
It's in my closet. I already own all of it.
How convenient, Jeff.
There
How
are
convenient.
clothes I wear all the time. Yes, how convenient. That's the whole point. This costume is created working backwards from things I already own.
I know, which is what I ended up doing ultimately.
You rented your J-Lo suit.
I didn't rent that.
You own that?
Yeah, I own that. I wore that.
Why did you own that?
I wore that the day after our wedding. Thanks so much for remembering.
Let me tell you what I did the night of our wedding. It was drink.
You also got punched in the face on the night of our wedding.
I was not punched in the
technically.
face.
You got your
I
nose.
got knocked over by one of my best friends who had wheelie shoes on and was hugging me because he was so happy. And then we slipped on the dance floor and he landed on my face.
And that's how our wedding ended. It was epic and perfect. Remember the days, Jeff? Now here we are, tired old parents.
Let's decorate the house aesthetically.
You guys, thank you so much for watching and for appreciating me and my family for what we are. One big honest mess. I love you guys, and stay tuned. Probably next video going up, I'm guessing Thursday, will be the Newly try-on. I'm so excited. I haven't done a try-on in quite some time, so see you there.